Hello, hello, and welcome back to Launch Day. Welcome to CTV. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm Leann Chivers, and I'm going to be with you for the next 2 hours with the fantastic launch of our Timeless Leaves collection. My word, have we got a deal for you. You loved it in Wake Up Call this morning, and we have got some phenomenal demonstrations from a living craft legend, Sheena Douglass. Hello, Sheena. What have you got for us?
What a build-up. Well, we've got leaves, Leanne.
Leaves?
We've got leaves. We've got,
I can't believe it.
I know. Would you believe it? Yeah, leave it.
Would you believe it?
Yeah. But it's in the same vein as the snowflakes. And it's that double exposure look, you know, where you've got a shape, and then that's kind of the theme that carries through. And then within the shape, you've got other scenes which will take you through the whole of the year. So if you're going to invest in one set and think, well, I need it for winter, spring, summer and fall, we've got you covered.
All you've got to do is call and I'll be there. Yes, I will. You got a friend. I think that kind of sets the tone for the next 2 hours, does it not? Must tell you about the deal first, and then we'll get straight into looking maybe at some samples first, the boards of the product, however Sheena would like to do it, and then we'll get straight into some of the fantastic demonstrations. I must just tell you that from Wake Up Call this morning, it was incredibly popular. 20% of the stock has gone in our preview show this morning on Wake Up Call. So that is now selling show, that's our preview show. So now is the time in launch day to think about whether you want this showstopper. So let me tell you about the deal that you have got. So as you will see on the screen very soon, there we go. That showstopper is a fantastic offer for you. It's only £85 and $95 if you're not in Club Inspire. If you are in Club Inspire, then it is £68 or $76. Now, let me tell you, that showstopper includes for you everything that you're going to see Sheena show you. So you've got your die set, you've got your embossing folder, and 4 A5, which is about 8 by 5 3/4 inches in size if you're in the US and you're wondering. Photopolymer stamps, really great sizes, and the entire collection in that one bundle for you. You've also got your watercolour cardstock, 15 sheets of high quality watercoloured cardstock. If you've not used our watercolour cardstock, why not? And if you have, you know why it's fantastic. And then we've also got in there our 8 by 8 magnetic stamping platform. You've got the magnetic base, the top platform, which is sprung loaded, and all of the magnets in there you need to keep your project still. You're paying only an extra £15 to have that included in your showstopper. When you think the magnetic platform on its own is £24.99 or £34.95, usually at full price, you begin to see the real value savings that you've got in there. Now, of course, if you don't want the showstopper, I don't believe it, but if you don't want the showstopper, you can get the Sheena bundle without the watercolour card or magnetic platform for £70 or $80. That is available for you should you not want those extra items in there for £15, but your extra items are probably worth £42, $50 odd. And so for an extra £15 or $15 to get them included, it's exceptionally good value for money. So that's the offer. Sheena, should we have a look at what it can do for us?
Let me show you. So we'll take you through the board to start with, because this is what you're going to get. You'll be able to see clearly, and I'll talk you through how the concept works. So what we've got is the board there, and you can see that's a big leaf. That's a good size leaf there, and it's that shape so that we can fit lots of scenes into it, scenes that will carry us through the whole of the year. You've got all of these embellishments, the little twirly-whirly bits here. These are going to twist around your leaf, around the matting, and it's just going to give it some energy, some kind of magic to it, and embellish the whole thing. You can make it look like it's one large streamer, to be honest, depending on how you position them. Along with that, you're going to get your embossing folder, which is a good sized square embossing folder here. And the thing to know is that leaf in the middle is exactly the same size as this leaf here. So you're not only going to get your embossing folder if you want to cut emboss it in its entirety, you're going to get a quick card like this and you could use your sprays on there, you could use your different coloured inks, you could use loads of products. That's a whole card in its own right with just your wording. But you can also cut the leaf out independently, pop it in the centre of the folder and just put the veins on your leaf. All of this will become clear when we start playing. Then you have your seasonal stamps. So this is your winter season here. So you've got the deer, which is the main bold stamp, but you've also got these smaller stamps, and I say smaller, they're not that small, they're a good size stamp. There's cards that we've made using these in their own right. Wait till you see the cards, are stunning. You couldn't believe the mistletoe one.
I couldn't believe them this morning.
Stunning, wasn't it?
Incredible.
Absolutely gorgeous. So these you could pop on your envelope, you could pop them inside in your insert, or they're a card in their own right, standalone. Then we've got the squirrel here. Squirrel, and this little guy, you've been loving him. On social media, you've been loving the squirrel.
I love the squirrel.
The squirrel's
and
so
now,
cute.
for now, I can't not see Grandfather Time squirrel.
Yes, on his walking stick,
his little
leaning
walking
on his
stick.
walking stick, looking at it. Does absolutely look like that.
He's watching all the baby squirrels play with their nuts down there.
Yeah, that's it. I remember then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the squirrel. You've got the little squirrel there, and well, again, not that small. And then you've got your gorgeous summertime apples. There you go. So nice, but you've also got the blossom as well. So it's kind of late summer. So you've got apples, the blossoms, and just nice, just a lovely countryside scene. And then finally, we are on to spring with the full-on cherry blossom and the trees there. And you could paint those any colour you want, really, whatever you like. But, you know, the darker red, you can put the white, the pink, whatever. But you've got that. And this is such a useful little, and again, not that little great stamp. That you can make a garland with that one itself as well. So they're the stamps. They're photopolymer, so they are the best, the creme de la creme. So if you like the images, just know that the material that they're made out of is it's the one that we kind of aspire to as stampers. It's got all the strength, the detail, the robustness of rubber, but it's transparent like acrylic, but it's not acrylic.
Absolutely. Now, they are fantastic. I'm sure you would agree. So let's just remind you, if you were buying this bundle without any of the offers that we've got on for you today, the value of the product in the bundle for the showstopper is, I've got it written down here so I can remember to tell you properly, £102.92 or $131.64. So that is a great amount for that bundle. However, we've got our saving for you today, which you can see on the screen, of £85.95 if you're not in Club Inspire. But if you are in Club Inspire, then you're going to take your 5, 10 or 15% off that, whether you're bronze, silver or gold. If this is your first ever purchase from Club Inspire, you get the platinum price, which is absolutely incredible, is it not? And the platinum price, you can see, is always in that purple box on the screen for £68 or $76 today. And that showstopper includes everything Sheena's just shown you there, this folder, the dies, all 4 sets of those fantastic stamps, plus your magnetic stamping platform, plus your watercolour card, and only for an extra £15 when the value of this product is over £40, over $50. The platform itself, $24.99 or $34.95. So you can see the value that you've got there. And certainly this morning in our preview show, not now sales show, that's where we are now. In our preview show this morning, the showstopper was the single most popular item. It was the one that you were all buying, and I'm not surprised. Now, when you see the demonstrations from Sheena this couple of hours that we've got, I'm sure you're also going to want that showstopper. Now, we need to get stuck in, but we've got a job to ask of you. Sheena and I got that carried away with the talking and the demonstration in the last wake-up call hour. We didn't vote for demo of the show. So, Sheena, have you got your demonstrations there?
I do. I've got them here. I'm going to put them on a black background.
Can we just have a quick look, and then we'll go to number 1 and number 2, and then we'll vote, Sheena.
Okay. So number 1, this is number 1. I'll bring it a bit closer for you. Yeah. This was the apples and lots of movement on that leaf there. So that was number 1.
Lovely.
And number 2 was a monochrome one with just a couple of colours, keeping it really muted.
I do like that.
With the squirrel there.
With the
just,
squirrel.
Yeah.
I think it's like sepia toned.
Yes.
It's like a tinted, old-aged photograph.
Yes.
It's beautiful,
Yes.
just so classically vintage. I really do love it. So it just depends, do you like that classically vintage look or do you like that lovely bright coloured look? So number 1 or number 2, Rachel, social media superstar today, I'd like you to log my vote, please, for number 2. Because Nicola's going for number 1. James? Come on, James, you've got to put yourself out there. Number 2. James is going for number 2 as well. There, our votes all logged. Let us know your votes, and while Sheena's doing this little demonstration, while we dive right in, get your votes logged, and then we'll let you know what the winner was from the preview show this morning. Sheena, straight over to you.
Great. Would you like to look at some inspiration?
Yes, please.
Fantastic. Well, there. So I've kind of got them all. I've mixed them through so you can see one of each. I love this. You were loving this background earlier and couldn't believe that was just one of the luxury card packs run through with the folder. It works superbly with that Murray card. It looks stunning. So that's the squirrel there. And then we're on to the frosty background. So use your inks, use your water reactive inks with your salt techniques, even the aquas for the background look amazing. And then it doesn't even have to, make the card a little bit more quirky, offset it. This has actually got the background embossed, but it's also been inked. So if you like messy, inky backgrounds, they also work for you.
I love that pastel
So pretty
one.
Pastel, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
and you
pretty.
wouldn't think looking at that collection to do that, and it's so effective.
It is, it's so nice. So basically all you're doing, if you want to do this, is firstly, join Sheena's Inkettes and ask how it's done, because they'll tell you that. I think this is a Kay's card. But what I would say, my tip for you right now, if you like that, is just add more water to your aqua pens, which we'll be colouring in with. That's pretty much it. Just dilute the colour down so they become more pastel. Then we've got this little guy here. There's that little squirrel I was telling you about. Really cute. Just there. So he can go on your stepper cards, on your inserts.
He's a bit squirrel nutkinny, isn't he?
Sorry?
A little bit squirrel nutkinny.
He is.
He's
very,
lovely.
Yes. Squirrels have got loads of character though, don't they? We've got one in the garden, a grey one. And I always think of that Mission Impossible theme when he appears.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a quick look at him. Go that way. Oh, go that way. Whoa, okay, yeah. I'd like to think I was a squirrel in another way, because I think they're quite... I think like a squirrel, because I'm a bit on a tangent. I don't know if you've noticed this.
You get distracted quickly.
I can get distracted quickly, and I'm in a whole other direction where anybody else has got a chance to even, blink. That is true. However, now and again, I'm a bit more sloth. So there you go. But and look how cool that is. Isn't that gorgeous?
Love it.
Lovely.
Again, you wouldn't think of putting the blue, it's like picnic blanket.
It is
you
like
wouldn't think
picnic.
of putting that in there.
Summer in a card.
So effective.
Summer in a card. It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, you could. It's a whole event, a whole theme. There's the squirrel again. So larger cards. I'm going to show you some smaller format cards too. So they're coming up. There's that background with that fabulous...
I'm amazed at that.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it?
Yes.
And nothing you have to do to that. You just pop it through. And you can be frugal and cut the leaf out in the middle and use the leaf on another card, because you'll be covering over with your other leaf.
That's incredible. So you can use that's using the aperture from the waist, isn't it?
Exactly, that's right. You've got another card there to use. And I love that, because that's there. If you look in, as Leann says, that is the waist. So super cool.
Yes.
Love it. And then, I've got a couple of cards I'd like to show you that are smaller format. Ooh. So don't think you can't go smaller format for postage or, just cost, because you can. There's so many, there's such a big wow image, but on those images as well as that, you've got all those other images that we were talking about. So you can make a really elegant DL card like that.
I love that.
Again, use
this
the
is
mistletoe.
My favourite.
Fabulous, isn't it?
I know, you haven't got your leaf or anything, it's just using that mistletoe.
That's it.
However, I think that is classic and elegant.
It is very elegant, isn't it?
It is.
Super, really elegant. This is Amanda, and Amanda's like kind of word. We laugh about it because she makes charming cards. Charming. Just simply charming.
That's a bit darling buds of May, isn't it? You would imagine the Larkins filling up that little basket of apples there.
Absolutely. And then you've got the him there with his mistletoe around him.
Monarch of the Glen.
And then check this one out with a mistletoe garland.
Oh my word, see, I love that mistletoe garland.
Fabulous, isn't it?
That's Nicola's favourite one.
Love that, yeah, it is a gorgeous card. And then we've got the off-the-page little guy here as well. So you could stamp him like coming off the page, which is really cool. I like off-the-page stamping.
I like off the page.
Yeah, DL again.
I really do.
The basket of fruits with the hexagon again. But the leaf, look at that. Just using the smaller one on that leaf for a quick card, clean and simple card. How effective.
Absolutely. Can you wouldn't that be lovely as a wedding invitation?
It would be lovely, yeah.
If you were having an autumn wedding or a,
yes.
you know, just absolutely
gorgeous. Remember these dies as well. You can cut out your photos or whatever and embellishment like that as well. So really personalise them and then go bigger again. So much, so much inspiration. So don't think that the inspiration is not there. We've hardly scratched the surface, to be honest, with these. And you can always tell with the amount of cards I get back and how much the team are loving them. And I've got a lot back here.
Yeah, because when you've got a load of cards. I have to say, Sheena, while you're getting ready for your first demonstration, we're joined by so many of you this launch day and we're really grateful. So quick roll call for everybody who's joining us at the moment. And I can't get through everybody, but as many as I can. Evelyn Keith, Jill, hi from North Yorkshire, hello Jill. Brenda Monroe, Julie Temperton, Lois Skiathis, Kathy Myers, Laurie Barnett in Arizona, beautiful days, rain through the night, a great day for crafting and coffee. Lisa Beecham, Deborah Durant is with us. Deborah is with us. Debbie Jones says, good morning from Debbie on a wonderful rainy day in Northeast Texas. I have the leaf set I ordered from HSN. Also have the snowflakes. Just ordered the other 3. I love them. Good for you. Now, just to say, those of you who did get it on HSN, there are 2 stamps on Shop the Show, one for the snowflake, one for the leaves, which were not on HSN. So if you want to complete your collection, to get the full collection, please do Shop the Show and you'll be able to get that snowflake stamp and that leaf stamp to go with the dies and folders that you've already got. Mary Shaw is with us on YouTube. She says she missed Wake Up Call this morning, so she decided to watch it back and she got so intrigued that she missed the beginning of launch day. But she also did say that, Sheena, your impersonation was fantastic. That was Mrs. Miller. Amanda Stockholm's with us and Laurie's with us again, Evelyn, Melanie, so many people saying how much they're loving those sample cards. And I've got a winner for demo of the show from Wake Up Call already by a clear country mile.
Yes.
Number 1.
Oh, number 1. Put me number 1 in again.
Number 1, Sheena.
Number 1.
That is going into the demo of the day draw.
Yeah, it was fun to do that, yeah.
It was lovely. I mean, and we watched that entire thing come to life from beginning to end.
We
did
it
was incredible.
Real time, didn't we? The whole thing.
Yeah. The
Cool.
entire thing. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you for your votes. We'll do a vote at the end of this show and then they'll all go into the show for a vote of Demo of the Day later on with Ben, when Ben's back with you. So, Sheena, are you ready to get cracking?
I am ready, yes.
Okay, let's get cracking. Let's get straight in.
Fantastic. Let's start with the embossing folder. Let me show you how that works. Now, I'm going to do it with white card. It does look amazing with the coloured card, but you'll know that if you've got the printed side up, that's going to be the embossed side. So if it's a coated card, put it in that way up. So you're looking at the pattern, just seeing, or it'll be debossed. And debossed works fine too. So we'll pop that in there and I'm going to run that through the Gemini and just emboss this background ready to go so you can see how that works. And then I think, even though I haven't got any card ready, I'm going to cut a leaf out to show you how we can, oops, sorry, I confused my Gemini then. I confuse everybody, including the Gemini, to show you how we can cut the leaf out and emboss that as well. I kind of feel like I've made a decision just there and then. You know what I said about the squirrel? Squirrel was like that. Oh, even before I'd finished the sentence.
Even before you'd finished, you stopped and you made a different decision. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cut a leaf out from watercolour card. Right. And then I'm going to ink it up.
Right.
And emboss it.
What?
I just want to see what it'll look like.
Let's have a see what it looks like.
Yeah, all right then.
Should we do it?
Do that. We'll do it now.
Do you need some time to get ready? Do you need a minute?
Go on then. Go on then.
Okay, you get that ready. Let's just talk about the deal and we'll have a look at some of these samples as well. So let me just remind you, the showstopper deal, the samples as you've seen are absolutely stunning. And the deal that we've got for you is, quite frankly, fantastic. So you can see on your screen there that if you want the Showstopper bundle, the price that you've got on your screen there is really great. Now, normally, without any savings, you would be paying for the bundle, you'd be paying $102.92 or you'd be paying $131.64. Now, you can see there, without any Club Inspire discounts, that's £85 or $95 today. And you will take off, depending on your level, whether you're bronze, silver or gold, you'll take the relevant percentage off, and that's what you'll take off the 85 and 95. That'll get you a reduced cost when you check out. Platinum members, you can see your price on the screen, and that is the price in the purple box. Now, that is £68 or $76, which is phenomenal. That's with your extra 20% on there. But don't forget, your Showstopper bundle has that fantastic watercolour card that Sheena's just about to use in this next demonstration. And it's got the magnetic, the 8x8 magnetic stamping platform, the base and the top sprung-loaded platform itself, and all of the magnets you need to do all of the positioning. This on its own, normally £24.99 or £34.95. So you can see the value for an extra £15 you're getting in your Showstopper deal. Now, if you don't want your Showstopper deal, you can buy just the folder, the dies, the stamps, as you can see there. And they would be £70 or $80. But for an extra £15, for your extra £85, you know, it just really, for me, makes sense to get the Showstopper bundle. However, if you don't want it, your platinum price on that full bundle is £56 or $64. So they're all the options for you. If you just want to cherry pick one or two, go and shop the show. Everything is on the website for you to have a look at and decide what it is you want to do. By large, by and far, the Showstopper is the most popular bundle that we've got for you today. I'm just going to show you a couple of these examples because my examples I've got here were not done by Sheena's design team. They're done by a Crafter's Companion design team, and I don't think you can see the difference at all, Sheena. And I think that's the quality of the stamp. It's the quality of the product, the way it's been drawn, where the shading is, etc., etc. So these are done by crafters at home, the same as you, and look at the fantastic results that they're also achieving. Are you ready for us, Sheena?
I am.
Let's go to you.
Right, so I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking, just to keep it more kind of streamlined. We'll continue with the card I'm going to do, and then here's where I'm going. I've got another background that I've embossed, and we're going to ink that up a bit with the pens and glycerin because we can. And we're going to ink the leaf up with maybe some director paper and then some glycerin and get loads of colour on that and make an autumn leaf. And we are also then going to show you how we'll use the pens and the stag to do this card. So it's going to be a double kind of whammy with this and this. How does that sound?
Yes,
that's
please.
Where we're going.
Yes.
Because I just thought that's something that we haven't done, and I think we need to, because these leaves on their own are a standalone wow without the stamp on them.
Yes.
It's not that good. We can use them like that. So, right, so back to what we've done. We've done the embossing. We've embossed the background here. I've got this card ready to go in. So it's white card, and we're going to ink it shortly, okay? We're going to put some ink on that. So that's done there. The next thing I want to do is stamp this image, and we'll get that coloured in. Okay?
Okay.
So that's the next stage.
The next step.
Yes. So I'm going to bring in my stamping platform, which is, if you see, this is the one I come to all the time. If I'm not using my rocker block, my big rocker block, it's the magnetic stamping platform I use. It's my go-to. I just, I love the fact it's really big. And sometimes, you know, you want to start big and trim down as well. It might not be making a big card, you're just making a card that you want to trim down.
Yes.
So I am going to take my card, pop it on there with my magnets. And I was thinking earlier, Leanne, you know, if you've already got one of these, if for £15 extra, you're getting the watercolour card, which you're going to use.
Yeah.
Right. But Christmas is just around the corner.
Of course it is.
I mean, wow, what a wow gift that would be, wouldn't it?
A brilliant gift, yes, absolutely, for anybody crafty. And if you're part of a craft club even, taking it and putting it as part of a raffle for Christmas or something like that, a great raffle gift.
Absolutely. So we're going to take the blossom stamp out here. Now, when you're taking these off, and especially when they're new, be warned, you're going to use a bit of muscle power, right? Because these are the photopolymer, they cling. And when you wash them, they keep clinging and you keep cleaning and they just keep clinging and they don't lose their cling. And they don't lose their shape either, which is part of the photopolymer, the wonder of the photopolymer. So I'm popping that on there, positioning it. I'm just going to pop my the top platform down there, and that's picked it up. And I'm going to use some flagstone for this. So I like a black's great too, but I think if you want just a little bit of a softer line, but still very much there, flagstone's a really good option.
Okay.
I could have gone with the rustic brown, but flagstone it is. So I'm going to pop that on there, ink it up as best I can, and then we shall see how that stamps. Now, this morning, for the two things I did, we didn't have to redo them. So basically,
you didn't.
What I would say is, it's a big stamp, so I usually start in the middle, because that's where you're likely to miss, if you're going to miss anything, and just press down and walk around the stamp like this.
Yes.
And what I was saying to Leann is that I like about this platform, and all the good ones I've tried, is that if it's got a bit of flex, you've got a much better chance of making contact and getting all of the image stamped. The
if it's
very
too rigid, you
ones,
can't, can you?
No, they don't. They're a bit unforgiving. Yep, that'll do.
That's fantastic.
That's
Look
not
at
bad
the
at all. We can
detail.
work with that.
James, we're going to challenge you to come in a bit closer if you can, because I think it's fantastic for everybody just to get a good bird's eye view of exactly how beautiful. Look at the beautiful detail, the nuance in the turned up edges of the leaf, the detail on the petals of that sakura blossom there, that cherry blossom. Look at the little tree, you've got the hills and undulations, the dry stone wall. It really is, Sheena, incredible, because you help people know where to put the shading and you do all of the hard work in your illustration.
Yes.
And then the quality of the photopolymer just makes it very easy to achieve fantastic results quickly.
That's it. Everything in the chain has to work. There's no weak link in the chain. So exactly as Leann says, now this is where my little tagline of reading the stamp is so relevant, because look and see what's happening, as Leann says. Look at the stuff that's giving you the clues. Look at where the shading is. So, right, so now what I'm going to do before I do any of that, though, I'm going to cut this out. So I'm going to go back with my leaf.
Okay, with your leaf
I'm going
die.
to put that over there like this and just do a little bit of target practice just to get it lined up.
And you know, and just for a second, let's just talk about how difficult it is to get a die to follow every single one of those little lines of that stamp perfectly, so you get that beautiful, perfect halo when you cut it out. We're talking about the quality of the stamp, etc., but let's not underestimate how difficult it is to get a piece of metal to follow every tiny little undulation in that leaf.
Absolutely. I mean, we demands are high. You know, we've got high standards, but we don't have to compromise, which is fantastic. So we'll pop that through now, and then this is the way I would work. I like to stamp it, then cut it out, and then colour it. Because when you colour it, you can leave that little white border free, and you can see a bit better. Yes. Just how much you've got to work with, and then if you look like that, that's what you're going to get, that perfect, gorgeous sized leaf there. Now that you could do in monochrome, you could stamp it in a blue, you could stamp it in a sepia colour, anything like that, as long as it's dark. Purple. If you're not a purple, but a gorgeous. If you're not into colouring as much, or if you want to make a quicker card, or just want to try them out and see the mechanics and how it goes together, it's nice to do a monochrome. And put the first one together that way, and then get to the colouring. So let me pop that there, put all the bits together, and we shall continue with that. And also these bits here, you can use these for little bits of stenciling or masking. You could stamp around that with your smaller stamp and make a stamp kind of edge, if you know what I mean. You know,
yes,
to stamp
I do.
Over it to mask it. Yeah. So
absolutely.
Keep them as another, again, for the double exposure look.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so we've got that. So now I'm going to look at what we're going to use to colour it in. So I'm going to pick some colours. Shall we go through the wonders of the aquas? Because, you know, we've got people watching all the time, and I apologise, well, I shouldn't really apologise for going through the whole thing again, because if you haven't used aquas yet, I've said it time and time again, Leann knows and everybody else knows that if I could only have one colouring product to see me through all my shows, it was like, right, that's it. From now on, you're only getting one, Douglas. This would be it. The aquas.
The aquas.
Yeah, because I can do everything I want with them.
Yes.
There's so much I can do. They're like the Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
In the spectrum.
Yes, I agree with you. They are fun. And I think they're underrated sometimes.
They are, honestly, they look just, in that box, they sit there, they don't shout, and, you know, they're understated and underrated. We need to big them up. So basically, this is the essential set here. So just so you can see the colours there, that's the essentials. Even the essentials that you think are neutral are gorgeous colours. So much nicer. Make yourself a colour chart. Scribble on and then do another scribble and water it out, because these are going to go on and on and on for pastel tones and light.
Yes, fantastic. And if you are interested, as Sheena takes you through these different colours, if you are interested, we've just put the details for the deal that we've got on our aqua markers on the bottom of the screen for you. And we have got a great price on them today. So if you are looking for them, details at the bottom of the screen.
Fantastic. So they're the primaries, and these are the nature set. So you've got your land and sea and sand and forests represented, and then just the gorgeous jewel-like, gem-like, pretty floral set. And I love that you don't have to choose. And honestly, if you get a good deal on them, just get them. They're just fabulous. So what we need to do is pick up some colours, and when I do that, I'm going to also talk you through the pens. All right. So we're going to think of the blossom. We want a nice pinky kind of colour for the blossom. We can go with magenta. You know, let's do scarlet again, because you think scarlet. If you look at here, you go, whoa, that's a bit strong for the blossom. But
yeah.
No, because what we're going to be, whoa, back up there, Douglas. But no, it's fine, because we're going to add loads of water to it.
Yeah. All
right, that's what you've got to think. Which is why make even a bigger chart if you want. Now, the pen, the way they work, on the pen, you'll see on one side there's a grey band. That's quick reference, so you know that if you're picking them up and you're in the flow of colouring and you want the bullet nib, that's great, because that's what you're getting if you get the grey band. And by that, I mean the bullet nib is this fine liner nib like this that is so consistent in its line width, and it's really juicy. They don't dry, they're fabulous. A really good, useful pen, that, Leann. I love that nib. But this is the nib that I'm going to be using most of the time, this brush nib here. And that's, to be honest, I'll be using that one more than I'll be using the bullet nib, and I'll be using it. Well, I'm going to show you. So let me pick out. We've got the scarlet. Let's pick out some greens as well while we're here. We've got greens in the essential set, so I'm going to pick out them. I've got three. I've got moss, olive, and lime. Let's work on those three there to start with, okay? So, and let me show you that bullet nib again. So if you look at this, if you lift up, you've got a lighter pressure, okay? So you can do like flicky kind of strokes and things, but if you press down, you've got a much heavier weighted line like this.
Yeah, fantastic.
But I very rarely use them like that.
Yes.
Because I'm more frugal with them than that, Leann. So let me show you what we'll do. Let's get back to this here. Let's start colouring this blossom in to start with. I'm bringing in my little colouring palette here. And I use this on the wake-up call. And this is all dried out, but I'm not wasting it because I can re-wet it. In fact, let me re-wet what's in there, because I know that this here is scarlet. So I'm going to take some water and I'm just going to do that. And look, all that colour's just there. Just been waiting for me.
And you just wake it up, don't you? Means you never waste it.
Don't waste it then. If I'd scribbled it on my mat, which is you see me do quite often, it's fine, but I would want to clean it up.
Yes,
and I'll waste it. Whereas if it's on this little thing like this, I know that I can just do exactly what I've done, pop it to one side, and then I'll just re-wet it and use it when I'm ready. So
and can we just take a minute to say that entire bit of colouring you've done there, you dipped into the colour once?
Once, yeah. Absolutely. This is how far they go, how frugal you can be with your colouring product. And actually, I'm now lifting some of that colour up. I'm adding some water here just to lighten some of that blossom. And let me show you how I'm trying to fit everything in so you can see, because someone was asking earlier just how much water do you add. So say if I pick up a little bit of this again, just that bit there, and I just try to be a bit random, because these blossoms, you know, they're almost white, but you've got little bits of pink, and then they change colours at different rates. And so I'm just, like I say, just being a bit random with it. But then what I'm doing is I'm wetting the brush, and then I'm adding just water and just blending it out a little bit. I can add a darker tone again if I want somewhere, if I think, yeah, let's darken that little bit there, by just going over with a little bit more ink over areas. But then you don't have to make it any more difficult than that. Honestly, there's times to take your time and be really careful with your colouring in, and there's times when you really don't need to. You just want to be a bit random with it, and it's going to look just as good, Leanne.
And you know what I love about this? This shows the quality of the illustration, Sheena, because you can just take a bit of colour and what looks like randomly apply it. You're kind of scribbling it on there, but it looks exceptional. And that, for you at home, if you're wondering, isn't Sheena's brilliant ability to colour, though she's an fantastic artist with an exceptional ability to colour, it's actually the line work on the stamps which are bringing in the shade in the areas you need, giving you the spaces you need, giving you the foreground and the background in the right places, so that all you've got to do is put your colour in and it looks absolutely incredible. So you can achieve exactly what Sheena's doing at home, because I think, Sheena, it's the quality of the illustration rather than the skill of the application of the paint.
Absolutely, because there's a very popular technique in watercolour called line and wash. And basically what that is, it's very much like when you buy a stamp. The line bit is the bit that I would in the past have drawn with like a draftsman's pen, like a rotary pen. So you draw the line in a waterproof ink. And then the wash bit is literally, as it says, it's just a wash of colour over the top, where you're not having to shade it as much or doing. It's just adding the colour on top of the contour and the shading you've suggested with your pen. So that's in essence what you've got. So you really don't have to work that much, because the stamp, as Leanne said, has done it for you, and it's like that line and wash watercolour look. That's basically, and which is why that's what I had done in the past. My kind of drawing when I was in college or school was the pen and ink and then wash, which was stood me in great stead for drawing stamps further down the line. But who knew? You know, who would have known back then? This is what I do.
Exactly.
But then we've got the blossom almost done. There's a little bit of yellow still here, so I'm just going to re-wet this. I'm not putting any more in there. But wait till you see how much. Look, where'd that yellow come from? Oh, look.
That's incredible, isn't it? I love the fact that by putting those colours in that palette, you can just go back and re-wet them and use them. You don't have to put anything more in from your pen.
Exactly.
It goes such a long way.
Yeah, there's a reason for everything. And all these things, you know, save you money in the long run. I've got a little bit of blossom here I've missed, just there.
So many people joining us, I have to say, Sheena. Kendall says, I have the whole collection of the snowflakes and had to get these, knowing how much I will love them all. I'm sure you will, Kendall. Thank you for letting us know.
Lovely.
Rhonda Crawley says, what size again is the leaf?
The leaf, shall I do it the broadest point?
I've got it. I've got it here. It's 5.5 by 5.2.
Okay. There you go.
It's on the packaging.
That's great, I'll believe you. Yeah, measuring in me, not so much. You can see anything, I believe you.
5.5 by 5.2, Rhonda. Stephanie says, I ordered the Showstopper bundle during Wake Up Call. I have a neighbour who wants to learn to make crafts, so I will gift her the stamping platform.
Oh, brilliant.
Fantastic idea, Stephanie.
Great neighbour.
I love that. Good neighbour, and also would be very well received and give her the tools to start on her craft. I love that. Thank you.
That's brilliant. You know what? She'll start off stamping with success.
Yes.
Because back in the day when you got a wooden stamp and they weren't see-through, they were, rubber, you only got one try, and if it didn't work...
And I would waste so much card.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was like, oh, seriously? Oh, okay, another try, second attempt. But now you've got everything covered, so she's going to be good to go.
She's going to be cooking on gas.
Absolutely.
Elaine says, I'm all set now. I bought both the Leaves and Snowflake collections. I just love your stamps. With Leanne's teachings from Academy of Colour and combining your techniques, we can make beautiful cards. Thank you so much.
Yay.
That's lovely. Sheena, I can't believe how the addition of the blue, it's, in Nicola's words, mad, how those blossoms just immediately pop from the page by intensifying the blue and then washing it down.
Absolutely. So darker at the top and keep it kind of linear, even though the leaf's like, leafy shaped, but we're working in bands across like that. And we're just getting lighter as we come down toward the horizon. I'm leaving some space in this tree because we're going to put the blossom on the tree. But I wanted to put the blue in first so I could, it would be easier to...
And it's quick, Sheena.
Sorry? It's quick. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
We've got a little message in here from Maria Cooper.
No, that
She
one.
says,
Don't
hi,
that
Leann
one.
and Sheena from a sunny Evesham.
Yay!
Sunny.
Bye.
This collection is stunning, and as always, you make it look amazing, Mummy. Love from Willow, aged 5.5.
Yeah,
She's a fairy baby miss. She's clever.
I told
Typing
you
that in with her paws.
Willow was
She's
was
a genius.
Cockapoo. I tell you what. Yeah. I'm trying to teach her to hoover and do the dishes, but I'm getting nowhere.
I can't even get Ted to clean up his own toys, never mind anything else.
Oh, she does?
Does she?
Oh, I've seen her pick one toy up, put it in the basket and then get another toy out. That's more Maria than me. You know it's not come from me.
That is fantastic.
That's not come from me.
Ted gets all the toys out, leaves them all over the floor, so you set your neck, walk into the kitchen and make a cup of tea, and just laughs at you while you do it.
Yeah, she does that as well. Yeah, you trip on tennis balls and, it's like, seriously? Yeah, they think it's funny. Right, so we've got the sky done there. There's little bits of pink that I need to pick out. Let's do some brown. Let's do the branches on the cherry blossom, and then we'll come and do the tree. So I'm going to pick out some... in the nature set, I'm going to take a little bit of, I don't think I've got any brown in there, I haven't, I'm going to brown in the middle, bit of brown in the middle there. This is chestnut, and then I'm going to take a little bit of boulder, which is kind of a greeny brown, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, so I'll pop that in there.
Chantel's got a quick question for you, if that's okay, Sheena.
Yes.
She said, question, could you use a chamois instead of paper towel to soak up your water? Also handy for super quick sop up after spilling your water.
Yes, like a, like a microfiber cloth.
Like a microfiber cloth.
Yeah, I use them at home, so it's more kind of, planet friendly because it's reusable. Yeah.
So microfiber cloth, yes. Chamois leather for your windows, maybe not.
Yeah. Oh, chamois leather. Yeah. Yeah, microfiber cloth's great.
Microfiber cloth would be
fine.
Do
that. That's great because they're so inexpensive and easy to pick up, aren't they? The microfiber. So, yeah, go with the microfiber. So we've got that little branch coloured in there. We'll now let's look at the tree.
I can't believe I'm watching this happen in front of my eyes.
No, let's look at the grass. Let's do that background first a little bit. We're going to use some of this lime here. I don't know if I want lime or I want meadow. I think I'm going to go meadow, just meadow. I think lime's got more gold tone in it. It's a bit warmer. Meadow's kind of a cooler green, slightly cooler. And I'm just going to go a little bit like this in the background, like that. And in fact, hills and things, when they go at the background, they usually turn a bit bluey, bit less.
I've noticed that in the Lake District.
Yes, absolutely. Do you drive along and look at the hills and the clouds and think, how would I do that? I do all the time.
I do. And I notice colours that I didn't think I would see, like purples and blues.
Yes, absolutely. So that, to make that look a little bit, let's take a little bit of that blue and just see if we can just tone that down a little bit. So you made it just a little bit cooler, Leann, just a touch of the blue that was in that background. So the hills are still there, but they've got much more of a cool tone about them, so it pushes them back a little bit. And then we're getting a bit warmer coming forward because it's a nice sunny day, as apparently it is in Evesham.
Not in Newton-Aycliffe.
Yes, no. So,
where it's quite
moss.
miserable.
Let's try some moss now. I think that was moss in there. We'll try that there. And a little bit right there. If there was another green in there, I wouldn't worry too much, to be honest, if I picked it up, because it'd be close enough. It's just, at the end of the day, it's going to just mix a colour that you like. And this is what watercolour artists, people who don't paint, look at a watercolour artist's palette. If you've got like pans in a palette, Leann, and they go, oh, look at the state of that needs to be cleaned up. And watercolour artists are going, no, that's really good. Yeah. that's the way I want it. It's taken ages to get it to that stage.
Because that's exactly what I wanted.
Exactly.
Deborah Sutherland says, I have purchased the extras that HSN had, and so now I have the complete set, Sheena.
Yay!
Woo, Deborah. She says, I love your collections. And then she says, hi, Leann, I love you too. Together, you both make me laugh. Love you guys. What a great Wednesday. Deborah,
brilliant.
Thank you. That is such a lovely sentiment to pass on, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you. That's lovely. Because we were saying how we have had a lovely day, haven't we?
We've had
great
we've been in a little bit of trouble for being too loud.
Yes.
And then,
even in the
then
break.
we had a bit of a laughy meltdown watching some funny videos.
Yes, it was good though. Yeah.
It was very funny. And then I've shared some inspiration for learning how to crochet granny squares.
Yes, I'm into that now. I'm ready for that.
We've had a lovely day.
We've had a great day. It's been kind of like a vacuum. The walls have been bending in because there's been no air.
No, we've just
expelled or anywhere.
Talked each other's ears off. Everybody else is looking at us like we're speaking. Because the thing is, because we're both from up here as well, we talk fast at each other. But then because we're so in tune and we've known each other for so long, we talk in half sentences.
And we finished it off and we know where we're
finish
going,
it off
don't
with
we?
the
So
other
we
one.
laugh before we even got the punchline.
And so it's difficult for any observer to have any clue what's going on in the conversation that we're having, really.
But just know we're happy.
Yeah, we are.
That's nice that we're happy.
Sheena, I can't believe how this is coming together.
Isn't it come together quickly?
Yes,
It's nice,
it's beautiful.
Isn't it? So we'll put a little bit of a light colour on the top of some of these trees to look like the sun's shining. I'm deliberately not spending ages doing this, Leann, because I want you to see you don't have to. You don't have to labour over it to make it look really cool. Yeah?
Yes.
So we'll pop a little bit of the brown kind of suggestion in this trunk, not maybe that brown, a little bit, take that off there, like that. And then we're going to just flood that in with a little bit of this scarlet again, but I'm going to try a little bit more techniquey with this one. We might, what we'll do is let's go a bit darker underneath like this.
Oh.
Like that. I know, scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to add water and I'm kind of stiffening.
Behave.
See?
Look at that. Now, please, everybody, that has just come to life in front of your eyes. You've scribbled on some dark, you've whacked around a bit of water, and it looks incredible. And that, I have to say it, I keep saying it, but I can't believe it, Sheena. But I think, and I keep saying it, and I want everyone at home to understand that it is the quality of the illustration that allows that to happen.
Yeah, that's
it is, Sheena. It's the quality of the illustration that you're getting that allows that to happen.
And that is where all the thought comes in. Honestly, guys, you know, I could draw random pictures, and as just an artist, or you know, who wants to paint or draw, that's one thing. But it's a whole other ball game, drawing for stamps as a stamper, because you've got to think of the end product and how will that look, how will that get us to there. So there's a lot of, you know, more thought than you think to make it easy.
You almost have to think of
it.
the final thing and then draw it backwards.
Absolutely. You look at you think of what it's going to look like in the end, and then kind of deconstruct it. Go like exactly that. You said it. That's it. So the little leaf there I missed here. Just go
It's
ahead.
glorious, Sheena. I absolutely adore it.
Thank you. It's pretty, it's joyous. And you can put a little bit of bling on there if you want a little bit of sparkle with your sparkle pen. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to dry this. I'm going to give it a quick dry with a heat gun, and then we're going to put it through the folder and put some veins on it.
Yes, I love it when you do this. You think it's amazing and it can't get any better, and then you do that and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like if it was autumnal, like a little bit of gold leaf on the edges of the leaf.
That would look pretty. Well, if gold leaf and Gilding wax.
Gilding wax?
That's what I'm thinking on the next one. I really want to do an autumnal look.
The leaf on the next one. Nice. Have you got some Gilding waxes there? Do I need to get them for you?
I can't see any Gilding wax.
Let me have a look for you.
Oh, I've seen a dark one, but maybe a gold would look nice as well.
Okay.
Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, that's dry enough now, and I'm going to take my folder again, and so that's what it's like now, but I'm going to pop this in here, and it's easier if you do it that way and line it up like this with your centre. Thanks, Leann. That was right there in front of me. Yeah, okay. Right, and then that's going to go on there, and then I am going to just pop this through the Gemini like this.
I love this. Nicola says it's her favourite bit. It's my favourite bit, Nicola. It's fantastic because the magic, when you see this, when it comes through, and we must see the reveal when Sheena does the reveal, is truly phenomenal. It's truly fantastic.
You get this really
So let's see, Sheena. That's
obvious.
it.
If I do that, can you see the vein?
Oh, look at the veins.
You know what? should we try a bit of Gilding wax?
Do you know, I think it would look lovely
don't know
because
why
it would
it'd go quiet,
almost
wouldn't
be
it?
like
I know.
it's a gossamer leaf with the thing in the background and the veins on the surface.
Right, if this ruins it, it's Leann's fault. If it looks fabulous, it's mine.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm taking a bit of Gilding wax, a very small amount, and I'm flattening it on my finger because I don't want much at all, because if I put too much on, it's going to ruin the whole thing. So what you're going to do is build it up very slowly. And I think it's going to have a bit of like a like orient kind of cherry blossom and gold.
Yes, like it's oriental.
Yeah, I think that's going to look really
Japanese garden. And do you know what? Cherry blossoms in Japanese are sakura.
Sakura, absolutely.
So that's appropriate then, Sheena.
Yeah.
Look! Oh my word, yes.
So just the lightest,
this is a live experiment.
Baked. Yes, right here. I love that. You know, it's like you'd think we would do these things, you know, but this is when you're
would think we
genuinely
would do them
crafting.
behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Rather than live.
No, but you know what? This is when you've got faith in your product and you got, you know that
Sheena, that's
it's
it
genuine
for me.
crafting, isn't it? It's real
Yeah.
crafting. It's just, this is how things, you find out if they work or not. You give them a try.
That now looks like you have took a leaf from the garden and painted on it.
Well, that's what people are, that's what, you know, the people do online.
They do.
They do. And that was like the start of the inspiration for this. It was like, wow, how cool. And this is when, now we want to play with that other leaf and ink it up and everything, just because we can. We've got the time over the day to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm just building it up again. I'm pushing it now, just very gently. And then we're going to let it dry for a minute or two. And then we're going to polish it. And then that should really shine very nicely.
Okay, so we're going to come back to it.
Yes, definitely. What we'll do is we'll ink that embossing folder with the pens.
Okay.
Yeah. So to do that, we're going to use the, where is the one? That's
I
it
love
there.
this is all the techniques, Sheena. I love it. Do you know what I love about this? This is what everybody at home wants to see. They want to see, what can I do when I get it home?
Yeah.
Can I do that? Can I do this? Can I try that? I fancy that. And you see then that whole Showstopper collection that you're getting today for platinum price of £68 of $76. All 4 huge A5 stamps, your full die set, your embossing folder, your stamping platform, your watercolor card for that incredible price, and then all of these techniques that Shane is showing you now. I just think it's phenomenal value for money, but also shows how much thought you put into a collection, Sheena, before it comes to us at home, for the amount of versatility. Can we all just make a note, because I haven't said this up to now, Sheena?
Yeah.
Will last a lifetime. There's nothing about these images that is on trend or of this minute or now.
Yeah.
For the rest of our lives, we'll have a spring, summer, winter and autumn.
That's right.
So these will last you now a lifetime of crafting with different techniques and different products as you bring them on. And that's what I love about a collection, Sheena, when I can look at it now, invest in it now, and know that I'll go back to it in 5 years and it's still as current as it was the day I bought it.
Because you're not going to wear them out.
No.
Photopolymer, you're not going to wear it out. Dye, you're not going to wear it out. You know, these are the robust, the last.
Yes.
So what I've done is I've put some glycerin on the mat. That's all that was in that little applicator there. And I've now picked up some of the scarlet, which means it's going to coordinate perfectly. And I'm now then going to go around the outside of my folder like this, and then you've got to just picking out that little basket weave detail, and it's going to coordinate perfectly with my folder. And this is why these pens are my Swiss Army, my go-to on my desert island. When I've got me football named Wilson, me soccer ball, and me pens, I'm happy because I can do this. I might need a little bit, I thought it was a soccer, but was it a volleyball? It just shows me in sports, doesn't it? You know.
Debbie Jones says, you two are like 2 giddy schoolgirls. I love it.
Brilliant. Look at how well that goes with that, though. Everything's coordinated. Shall we polish this? Shall we give that a little
we
bit
should. We should. So, Tay1 on YouTube says, last time I tried gilding wax on my angel wings, let's just say it went all smeary. Watching Sheena's light touch there closely. That's the thing, isn't it, Sheena? A tiny amount, a very light touch.
Flatten it on your finger and hardly touch it. And this is polishing up going to be, and because the thing is, you know, it's real metal. This is not, don't think this is Gilding wax. When we went to Marseille, we got these, we were super excited.
Yeah.
It's real metal, so that's why it polishes up, not like a coloured mica or anything in some other waxes you might have tried. And that's why when you do that...
Oh, look! Oh, my word. I think we should congratulate each other for just going down that path.
I think we need to take, it's like Lennon and McCartney.
Isn't it?
Zig and zag.
Zig and zag.
Stamp again.
Yes.
Like ride again. Yeah.
That is incredible. That addition on those veins of that little bit of gild. Oh my word, it looks incredible.
You know what you could do around this outside if you were quite patient? You could try it. You could paint gold. You know the gold sprays, the new sprays.
Yes.
Sprays will go around there.
New shimmer sprays around there.
Yeah. Should we try it?
Yes.
I've got them.
Let's do it.
Should we do it? Should we
Let's do it.
Are you happy for us to keep playing, everybody? Because I mean, we're just
I think everybody's loving it.
We'll be
Janice Sutton says that looks amazing. Jamie Noy says, I'm so happy you're on during my free class. I love watching and shopping. Laurel Enos says, I didn't realise how forgiving watercolouring is. I've always been afraid to even try. Laurel, go for it. It is the most forgiving form of colouring there is. Absolutely. It's the one that looks the most effective and is the most forgiving, and where you should absolutely try if you're a beginner colourist.
Absolutely.
100%.
Absolutely. So what I'm doing...
Oh, what you doing? Go on.
Yeah.
No,
well, I'm shaking it, and I'm going to just take the tiniest bit. I'm just pouring the littlest... Oh, too much. More than I wanted. But, what are you going to do? Or you could spray a couple in there.
It's live TV.
Yeah.
I like to tip it in, actually, Sheena. It's good if you've got a little pipette.
Yes, the pipette would be great. Yeah. So then we can paint that little bit of gold around the outside.
Oh.
And it gives the edge a little bit of a bling and makes it look very, very precious, very, quite exquisite, like as if it's a...
It's like, I'm trying to, another word you're trying to think of and I can't think of it, is like a precious metal.
Yes. Enamelled or something, isn't it? It's like that kind of look.
Gilded.
Yeah.
Almost. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And what you can do is you can go over it a couple of times if you want to intensify it, because this does dry waterproof, doesn't it, Leanne?
It does.
So you can build it if you wanted as well.
You can.
So, it's actually easier than you think, because I'm not patient.
You're going pretty quick there.
Yeah, I'm not that patient with this kind of thing, so it's going on quite quickly. And the little ridges are kind of holding it to where it needs to be.
Right, couple of questions. Helen Patterson, what's the difference between wax and polish? So, Sheena didn't use two different things.
Yes.
Sheena put a gilding wax on over the leaves with a very light touch, let it dry, and then polished it with a dry cloth to get the shine. Would you say that was the right answer, Sheena? That was exactly
it. That's it, yeah, that's it. So this wax hardens, because, and it's like a hybrid, it's like an emulsion. It's not just wax, it's like an acrylic and emulsion. Very high-tech, hard binder in this wax, because it's for furniture, household, like, you know, your dressing tables, your picture frames, all that kind of thing. So it has to be robust. But what happens is it hardens really quickly, and then within, like, leave it a minute or two, you can then polish it. It buffs. The metal in there is there waiting for you, that like the Duraglit when I was a kid with my mum's brushes. You've got to just polish it with a sort of a dry cloth, and it really does buff up and shine, because there is little bits of metal in there. So it's worth, you know, doing that, letting it dry, letting it cure for a minute or two. Doesn't take long. And then hitting it with a little bit of the dry cloth to buff it.
Incredible.
That looks really pretty now with that little edge there. It's just,
look, when it catches the light. Oh, yes. I mean, that's had everything thrown at it, hasn't it? It's fantastic, Sheena.
Shall we stick it together?
Well, let's put it together. So many people. Jane Quigley, oh my gosh. This is incredible, Sheena. I can't wait to try this jiggly porky magic. And there's a lot of exclamation marks used in that comment, because she's so overwhelmed with it. Sheena, which colour of Gilding wax did you use? Is it on the pot? Which colour of Gilding wax did you use?
I usually go to King Gold. I like King Gold. Oh, you know, I can never find it on the jars. Can you?
I think that is King Gold, that one.
I think it is King
It's
Gold.
not the old gold one.
Yeah.
King Gold. Marianne Rosie, she says she loves the playing. She's enjoying the playing with all of the product. And just so many of you saying how much they're absolutely loving this Showstopper collection that we're bringing to you from Sheena.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm really pleased you are, because, you know, I like, again, you know, it's not just again about something that's going to look good. It's things that, what's the value as well? How much value can I get? Can I mix and match? Will it help the stuff I've got at home? Will I get more life out of it? You know, the more playing you can do with it, the more fun you can have with it. That's my philosophy as well with it. You know, so the more versatile the collection is.
Yes.
This is me being super quick here, just to get this layered up for you so we can see what it is. So
I love that though, and I think that's what you do really well when you put a collection together, Sheena. You think about the concept, and then the concept works brilliantly well. But then you also think about, and you can, and you could, and if, and when. And you've got that at home, so try that with it. And then if you do, we've just seen it happen there in front of our eyes. We've done the stamping, the die cutting, the watercolouring, as is expected of this collection. But what if we put a bit of gilding wax on the veins?
Exactly, that's
What if we paint a bit of sparkle around the edge?
Isn't that the fun of crafting?
Isn't that the fun of crafting?
That's just what that's the good thing. That's when you... And crafting with friends, I think it brings you out a little bit more in that as well. You know, I was going to put the swirlies on here, but I think it looks so pretty just without them. But if you wanted to put them in, you know, you could have them coming around like this.
Oh, I like it.
But I don't know, with or without.
I like it.
Better with or without. It's like the glasses test, with or
I like it.
With. Okay, let's do with. All right, let's stick this little guy down the middle. So again, I would be using a bit more care sticking this down, you know, if you are ready for posting. I'm just, let's do it kind of across the top there like that. So, and then these, where's my other tape runner? I'm going to just put a little bit on to hopefully attach in places, just to come around maybe. And this is the fun of it, you deciding where you want these little...
Absolutely, those little twirly whirlies are genius, because they just perfectly fit on,
Exactly.
It's incredible.
And when I was drawing them, I think, what she think? It's like, but the idea is that they go around and then they curl under and they come out again. So have a play and see where you'll get maximum impact from them.
Absolutely.
Maybe that one there, and then, you know, we've lost that one. I'll tell you what, that there, and then that there, look at that.
That's incredible.
That's great there. So there's ways to fit them in.
That's lovely.
Yeah, we'll put one more on, and then
Helen Patterson Sheena, she says, sorry, I meant the difference between gilding wax and gilding polish. So gilding wax is what we sell here, the Pebeo one, which is made with a solvent and real metal. Gilding polishes out there are usually water-based and don't have real metal in them. So they don't have as much of a shine, and you can't use them on multiple surfaces like you can a gilding wax. Hope that helps. Have I missed anything there, Sheena?
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't sure what a gilding polish is. Maybe it's just another name for another person's product that looks similar. That looks similar but isn't solvent. Yes.
Stephanie Theodore says, I need to make colour charts. Yes, you do, Stephanie. Marianne Rosie, I'd like to try gilding flakes on the edge too.
Yes, there's so much you can do. See, well, this is why, if you can get the collection, get it, because that's, if you're thinking, I could try this, I could do that, I'd like to try that, oh, I wonder what it would look like with that. Well, then that's the right collection, because you can absolutely have fun with it and start playing with it. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to
And you know what, we've done a good job, Sheena, so far, because Deborah Reeve says, watching you have a play gives me confidence that I can do it too.
Absolutely.
You can, Deborah.
It's just knowing your product, and it's like cooking, you know, you learn what ingredients work together or what that ingredient does, you know. If it's a flour, it's going to thicken.
100%.
And that's what it is with paper crafting and stamping.
I absolutely adore that, Sheena. I think it's exquisite.
I have to say thank you, Kay, for the original card, for the inspiration. But that's exactly, again, where you can use the inspiration and then tweak it and take it and try something else with it.
Incredible, really beautiful. Now, I've got a couple of things to just tell you about. Thank you, Sheena, while you get yourself ready for another one. I just need to tell you, lots of you are asking about the paint brushes. Do we have them? So I just want to tell you, we've got a great little bundle for you today with the brushes. We've got the palette that Sheena's been using with her aqua markers. That's a Spectrum Noir one. And we've got that with the 3 brushes that Sheena uses the most, all in a lovely little bundle for you. So you can see your platinum price $7.16 or $15.05. If you're not Club Inspire, then you've got $8.95 or $8.81, or you take your appropriate percentage level off that. So that's a really great little bundle if you want to add that into your basket today. Don't forget, any spend over $50 today gets free shipping in the US. So your bundle, your showstopper, already free shipping, which means then it's a good opportunity to get yourself the little bits that you're looking at and you might want in any consumables that you might be after as well. Or if you want the aqua marker bundle, for example, because you've loved watching that watercolouring, go and shop the show and have a look at everything that we've got for you. It's all in that category on the website. You'll be able to see your showstopper, see the individuals if you want them, and of course add anything else in that you're after. Showstopper is certainly the most popular. Just much say, Kendall asked earlier, what size cards can you make with these stamps? The world is your oyster, Kendall, because you can go from, I would say, your 6-inch square to any size up. But remember those small icons that are on there. Sheena showed some very lovely different formats right at the start of the show. If you didn't get to see that, Kendall, we'll show you again before the end of the show some of those cards so you can see how they can be used. Now, we need a break because you're all mesmerised watching the genius that is Sheena working her magic over there. So we're going to give Sheena a little break. She's going to get ready, give you some time to go and shop the show, check out your baskets, and we'll be with you very, very soon.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people, and we know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. Love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafts Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. So many comments and so many of you now deciding that the showstopper is for you, including Carleen Sampson. Hi, everyone. I'm here just sitting quietly watching. Then Sheena goes on and does this. I'm sold. Showstopper, here I come. And that's what you've all been doing in that break. So I'm pleased to hear it. We are limited in the number of showstoppers. If the showstopper does sell out, we will move to the bundle. How many? 30% of the stock has gone. There is a limited number to go around. So, you know, if you do think you want it, if you're waiting till later, if you're building up your basket, you think you're going to save your checkout, just be wary that you don't lose out. You've got free shipping on over $50 today. So that just makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? Because you're having to add your shipping on there. And you're saving a great amount of money. And the showstopper for only £15 more, you get that magnetic platform and your watercolour card in there. So that, I think, in itself is a real reason to be buying your showstopper today. Sheena, we're going to come straight to you and see what we're doing next.
Well, I thought we'd just do a quick thinking outside the box thing again with the leaf, and I thought we would make just an autumnal leaf, and maybe put a background, do a background with the embossing folder. So what I've done is I've picked out some autumny coloured pens here, and I'm just going to scribble like this. I've got topaz because we want a bit of yellow in there, just where they've gone a bit like, you know, the lighter colour. We've definitely got some chestnut, that old chestnut.
That old chestnut.
One there. I've got some boulder, which is that greeny brown, which is perfect for a change in colour of a leaf. We could even pop a little bit of a red in there as well. We could have a bit of a, well, let's get Scarlet O'Hara back as well. We could bring her back into the mix.
I like Scarlet.
Scarlet's cool.
It's a good colour.
Yeah, a little bit of that in there. We could go a bit more greeny as well, but what I've done is I've got a bit of kitchen sponge.
Yes.
And
you love it. You love a kitchen sponge, don't you?
Yeah, I love a bit of kitchen sponge. And I'm wetting it now, so let me see how wet it's going to be. I'm wetting it really well, and then I'm squeezing out most of the water. And I'm going to start with a lighter colour, and I'm going to just go ahead and start pouncing some of this lighter colour on parts of my leaf, like this.
And this is on watercolour card, Sheena?
And it's on watercolour card, yes. So this is the first layer.
I mean, who knew a bit of random kitchen sponge with some lumps hiked out could do that?
Exactly. Well, that's it. This is like, it's not high cost, is it? You know,
it's not even high technique, is it?
Fabulous. I mean, cheap as chips, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bit of a cheek. Look at that. So we've got the colour going on there like this. So basically, the more water you put in, the lighter the colour's going to be. But that's nice for a first layer.
Yeah.
And then you can always go darker and start playing with it after that. But what we'll be doing is we'll be intensifying
Sheena, I
this.
can't believe it. That's incredible.
It's cool, isn't it? Can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Because that's just a bit of kitchen sponge and you're just randomly whacking it on.
Yeah, it's like, it's really, there's such a good, let me just wipe this up here. We'll put a little bit more colour, so I want a bit more of this yellow, bit stronger colour there, so just scribble it, so make sure you just clean your surface a bit.
Yes.
Pop a little bit more of that in there. We're going
And
to
that's
go
to
with
keep
a
some
stronger
differentiation in the colour, is it, when you put it on, to get the layers?
Sorry, to get the
Is that to get differentiation in colour when you put the layers on?
Yes,
yes,
exactly.
Okay. So they don't all mix in?
Absolutely.
Right.
So I think I'm going to go leaf green here. A bit more greeny green, that's it. A bit more green in there. So again, back with a sponge and less water this time, because I want to just basically have, I don't really want white card showing through, but I want that stippled look.
Mm-hmm.
See, so we've got that layering up there now. We'll put a little bit of this tan kind of orangey colour there. Now we'll come in with some of the more greeny green.
And you do want it to look, what's the word I want, like
textured.
Bitty, textured.
Yes,
yes.
Just, you know, the way the leaves are a little bit crinkled. Because this is what we're going to do after this, is we'll be putting it through the
embossing
folder and getting the veins into it and things.
Right.
Yes. So just building it up, just take your time, there's no rush. Just see now how we're getting the colour now. Look at that. Look at that now, it's really pretty now. Now we're cooking.
I love this. Imagine these if you're getting, if you're decorating for Halloween or fall off for Thanksgiving. Imagine making a load of these and stringing them up as bunting.
Oh, it would be lovely. You know what it reminds me of? And it's another true story. True
Yeah.
this. Right, you know, Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds. Ooh la.
Yes.
You're there, aren't you?
Yes.
I saw the stage version.
Yes.
It was in Newcastle, and it was amazing. However, Justin Hayward bit, you know, Forever Autumn. My life will be forever autumn.
Yes.
And it was lovely, the stage effect. So at that point, what was supposed to happen is little crepe paper leaves, autumn leaves, all flutter down.
Yes, lovely.
From the ceiling. They hadn't separated the leaves. I've got a big clump. It was like a virtual cone.
Couldn't have knocked you out
on my head. It was
Only
amazing.
you.
It was so cool, but it was like, yeah, I thought, yeah. Anyway, we'll
this is
dry this
amazing.
now.
You could have them strewn across the dinner table for Thanksgiving.
Oh, lovely for
Couldn't
Thanksgiving.
you?
Stunning.
Or like as place name holders.
Oh. You know what? Place name holders for Thanksgiving
Yes,
or
Nicola.
Halloween. Thanksgiving, beautiful as well. You could cut these out of crepe paper and just have them all in the centre of your decoration for your table, but then do something like this for your name place names for your table.
You could write your invitation on and send it the invitation.
Yeah, you could. It'd be stunning. It'd be lovely. So we've got a really pretty leaf there, which is just the pens, but you saw how little ink we used. We didn't. If I'd coloured that in with the pen, just there, we would have used so much more ink than I've used there. But what I'm going to do now,
I love it,
and I'm going to put it through the folder. And then
there we
are
go.
Going to put a bit of gilding.
Oh, I think it was the heat gun. I think the heat gun was making a tune.
Was it making a tune?
Yes.
Oh,
I
was
thought
it down
that
at
was
Mrs.
a tune.
Miller?
Yeah. It was. And there's nobody next door, Sheena, so if you would like to sing in the style of Mrs. Miller, you are very welcome.
Thank you. And
can I just say, I've now been thoroughly introduced to Mrs. Miller, and I am subscribing to all the albums.
Oh, absolutely. Well, you know what we should do? And before I put it through the folder, here's what we're going to do, because we're going to do that Gilding wax thing again on this. But what I thought we would do here is do a little bit of dry kind of like blending with it, with that blending kit that we put together.
So, yes, so let me just tell you about the blending kit, because Sheena has hand-picked this blending kit for you. And in there, you're getting a Teflon mat, you're getting your rectangle blending tools, you're getting a whole pack of your blending refills, and you're getting your little egg blenders and a pack of spritzers, all in this kit. We're putting, it's a hero tool collection. We'll put the details on the bottom of the screen there for you. For only £20 or $30 today, can I say, great. So let me just reiterate. Rectangle blending tools, full pack of the refills, the egg blenders, a Teflon mat and the spritzers, all in that bundle for you. It really is a great, great bundle, handpicked by Sheena, and we can see Sheena using it now.
Right, so what I'm doing now, Leanne, now I'm intensifying the colour where I want it.
It's like autumn.
So
I
yes.
love autumn.
Can you see how fun it is though?
Yeah.
How much fun are you going to have playing with this? This is just the dye. And then we're going to use the folder. And you can put any of your other images in there as well. Any of your images that you've got at home will go in there, your stamp images. So this really is a value for money set, guys, if you want to play. So we'll pop that little dark bit there. And then I think I'm going to just leave it at that.
Oh,
and leave a
Sheena,
touch of green.
I mean, it looks like we've just been and picked it off the floor outside.
Doesn't it look cool? Yeah.
It looks fantastic.
I'm really pleased with that. It looks really, really pretty. And to think you can get all
Stunning.
that colour and variation out of your pens. And it's just knowing how to layer them like that. So now, let's pop that in the folder. It just had to be done, you know, it just had to be done. It was just crying out for this.
You could put them on florist wires back to back.
Yeah, lovely.
And make a display.
Yeah,
around the pumpkins.
Really, would look stunning, wouldn't it?
Yes.
All right, I'm just not quite lined up there. I'm just gonna. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting them on, like kind of silhouetting it, and then looking at the back of the image as well to try and get it a little bit. I want it pretty as
Bob
even
on.
as I can get it because I do want to use that gilding wax on them again. That should be fine. We can work with that, and then see what we've got there. How about that? Put that there.
Is that a 3D folder or a 2D folder?
It's a 2D folder.
2D
Leanne.
folder.
Yeah, but it's so impressive. It just shows when it's a good 2D folder is created.
It's almost like 3D.
Oh, you know, I put too much in the thing. I just picked my sandwiches up.
It's done it. Oh, it's spat one out.
You know that lovely new Gemini that I've just been
You don't
playing
need
with?
your magnetic in.
I left the things in.
Do it again.
Yeah.
It's good though that it
Oopsies.
knows and spits it back out at you.
It did. It told me I was stupid. And that, what am I thinking?
That's all right. It
Yeah.
happens to, we've
More
we've
haste.
all done it. Sarah
Yeah.
was doing it the other day when we were on Friday.
Right. So now we've got that there.
It really looks like you've gone outside and picked that off the floor.
So now what you can do, because two things, you could go over with the darker colour and bring out the veins with just the ink, or you could do the gilding wax again.
I vote Gilding.
Gilding. Let's do it then, because I think it's going to look
I vote
very
all the
pearly.
gold. I think it's going to look incredible.
Right, so here's the technique again with the gilding wax. Little bit, flatten it on your finger, you want hardly any on, and then very, very lightly across like this and build it up slowly. So you can just see, just keep going over that area, and then you'll see it just appear. So little bits at a time, don't go in too heavy. It's tempting to put more on, think I'll get done quicker, but seriously, just put it on, dab it flat on your finger, and then keep going over, and that's how you get that really nice definition without it splodging where you don't want it to be.
Absolutely. Judy Williamson, I came in late. What ink pads we used to put the design on the paper? If that was the stamped one that Sheena coloured in, that would be Finesse waterproof. If you're looking at this leaf that Sheena's using now, she used her aqua markers.
Yeah.
Lisa Beecham, I use this method to mop up my waste for backgrounds.
Yeah.
I like that idea. That's good too, isn't
Absolutely.
it?
Definitely.
Mary Shaw, I have to go buy kitchen sponge. Sheena, you teach me wonderful techniques every time I watch you. Thank you. You're so inspiring.
Oh, thank you. Well, as long as you want to keep saying it, I'll keep doing it because I love it too. So that's brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, Lillian is setting us a challenge.
Oh, no.
Lillian says, you're going to regret this, Lillian. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
Lillian says, hello, Leann and Sheena.
Yeah.
I wonder how many leafy song titles you could think of.
Oh.
She's starting us off.
Which is?
Don't Leave Me This Way, the Communards.
Don't
Leave Me This Way. I love that one. So,
Yeah,
so now we have to think of leafy song titles. What was that, James? Autumn
That's an old
Leaves?
one, isn't it?
Is it an
That's
old
a really
one?
old one. I can't remember
Is
but
it
I know
jazz?
It's
I
an
don't
old-
like jazz. Me and jazz don't get on.
Do
you
not.
like jazz?
I like some of the jazz. Oh, Ella Fitzgerald. Don't even
Well,
get
no, I
started.
like Ella.
Is
That's
amazing.
different.
Like Ella.
That's different. It's the,
'Cause she stuck to a tune.
She stuck to a tune.
It's like when what did
jazz I
Maggie
don't
Smith
like.
said? Do you think the rest of them know what the others are doing?
Exactly. They're just living their own best life in their own little bubble and hoping to goodness it all fits together. I can't do the jazz because it's just like this one's this one's
I tell you what the classic is though. What about though? Take 5.
Take 5. What's that?
Oh.
Oh no, I do like that. I didn't know the name.
Is it the Dave Brubeck?
Yes.
Yeah, Take 5. That's
so
classic.
when it's a tune,
Soul Bossa Nova.
Soul Bossa Nova, that is good. But these aren't leafy. We've gone down
No,
a
they're
jazz.
not.
Thank you, James. We've gone down a jazz tunnel. So Lillian wants us to think now of leafy titles. Please send in your leafy titles to us. Sue King's got one.
All my bags are packed.
Leafing on a
to go.
We're leafing
I'm
on a jet plane.
standing here.
That
Yeah, I
is
know it.
fantastic.
Oh,
That
it's a
might
classic. Do you like the Peter, Paul and Mary or do you like the John Denver?
John Denver.
John Denver. Are you nobody? Oh, what a voice.
I love John Denver. And his
love
song,
John
one of my
Denver.
favourites.
He always reminded me of John Boy Walton.
Yes.
Didn't he?
He did. He looked like John Boy Walton.
about him. Very good one.
Oh, Deborah Durant's come up with a great one.
Should we duet it?
You ready?
If
you leave me now, you take away the better part of me. Ooh, please don't go. Now all the dogs from the surrounding neighbourhood, they're on their way to the door. They're answering the call of the wild.
Stop watching, she's barking at the door now.
Oh dear. Look how we're
used
getting
to
on
it.
over there. Oh my word, that looks incredible. Wow. Look. It's game changing, that tiny bit of Gilding wax, isn't it?
Isn't it? Pretty, isn't it? Yeah. So you could just put the wording on there and you turn, but it had to be done. I've got to do the stag now. Should we do the stag?
Yes, but we've got all the songs coming in.
Oh,
all
great.
the leaves are brown. Well, that's a real one. All the
yeah.
leaves are brown. We're okay
Yeah,
with
we'll
that.
do
JMC creates on YouTube. I believe I can fly.
Oh, yes.
I believe I can touch the sky.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Love it. Oh my word, this is fantastic. We'll need to get Ben. We need some leaf songs.
You can't think of them
Where is he when you need him? Cheryl Smith says, hello from Jacksonville, ordered the showstopper and the brushes. So enjoy when Leann and Sheena are on together. Education and entertainment. I love it.
Fantastic. Well, that's
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, that's what we can't help ourselves, can we?
We
really?
can't.
We're just, you know. But life should be about having a laugh, shouldn't it? You
It
know?
should.
And
It's too
crafting,
short.
We've got enough stuff we don't want to do. We want to do this. So, yeah, we'll have a laugh with it. Right, so the stag. Oh, I had
So,
to think.
is it that's number 2, is it the leaf?
That's.
And we're going on to the draw the line stag now.
Yes, I think we should. I think we should.
can't
Because we can come back and put that on a background shortly, but we'll look at
I haven't seen this, Sheena.
Oh, Leann. Oh, man. Honestly, but it's been getting a lot of attention on that. You've been sending in the most amazing artwork with the Draw the Line. Seriously, this is, again, these pens are just the gift that keeps giving.
They are good.
Amazing. So I've got my thing there. And we've got this here. Now I'm
Okay, so
working
you've
out
got
where
your
I can
leaf.
position my magnets because I've cut it first, as you can clearly see. But I'm going to pop that little guy somewhere about there in the foreground, like that. I'm using the little one this time. Yeah.
Oh, so you're using the baby stag.
Yeah,
I like that.
the
The little
baby
monarch
one.
of the glen.
Yeah. So he's going to sit there. Like
Yeah,
that.
Laurel says, Sheena, I wasn't going to get this collection, but you and Leann have inspired me to try it.
Oh, well.
I'm so
thank
happy,
you.
Laurel.
Yeah,
because
you'll enjoy
you will
it.
love
You'll
it.
love it. Yeah. I
You'll
don't think
enjoy
you'll
it.
regret it. At least I hope you won't. So we've got him stamped in. I've used the rustic brown. And I'm going to pop him just there. Yep, there he is. And that stamp, look at the detail in that.
Fantastic.
It's so clear, isn't it?
Yes, that's
So
incredible.
we'll take that off there now. Pop this under, and we'll now decide on what colours we're going to use. So if we want a kind of a warm, kind of that wintry kind of, you got that warmth in the sky.
Yeah.
Let's go with. So
I'm
we need
really
a
looking
dark
forward to hot
line.
chocolate season. Are you, Sheena?
Sorry?
I'm really looking forward to hot chocolate season.
Hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate season.
Oh,
Like-
I love autumn. I love
Yes.
it. You know what? It's the coffee shops with all like everything, throw everything in autumn.
Everything.
Everything.
All the marshmallows.
Yeah.
All of the spices, all your pumpkin spices and hazelnut
Fabulous.
and just warm drinks and dark nights and cosy. You know, I'm just very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love it. I love it. Right, so Leanne, what we're going to do is a long greeny colour, leaf green. Oh, bolder. Bolder's a good choice.
Bold is a good one.
Yes, right, so here's the thing. So you need your big brush, Leanne. Right?
Yes.
And what you need your water ready.
Okay.
You need quite a bit of water.
Right.
And then you need to plan your attack. All right?
Okay, plan your attack.
Yes, and I think with this one, I'm going to go with bolder at the background.
Yes.
Maybe a bit of charcoal as well, and bolder. And a bit of blue.
Yeah.
Right, bear with. This is what we're going to do.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with charcoal. And we're going to go maybe about here, like that.
What, you're just drawing a line?
Just draw the line. Draw the line. All right.
Right.
And then I'm going to take some of this bolder back there as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put a little bit of blue.
Yeah.
Just underneath this here.
Okay. I'm
And
worried.
I'm gonna take my big brush, yeah. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to lift up.
What?
And I'm creating trees in the background. Like
Stop
that.
it.
I know. It's magic, isn't it? Alchemy. Look at that. And then we've got the reflection in the water. Like this. So, and then we can put a little bit of blue in the sky at the top, like that.
I can't cope. That's incredible.
Isn't it cool? It's a great technique, isn't it?
I mean, I literally cannot cope. That just happened in front of our eyes.
Yeah. This is the pens. These are literally, you know, there's this kind of technique you can try with watercolours, and it's so difficult to get the watercolour the right consistency, to get the right kind of. Some watercolours will not move because of the pigments are heavier, you know, they just not move. But the inks do. They play so well. So what I'm doing here is just repeating what I've just done, and we'll just do more. Now we'll do foreground, and we'll do this a bit darker, and definitely down here, because we can drag this down a bit here. And you've got your scene, your winter scene, just about done, Leanne.
Oh my word. In a matter of moments, Sheena.
Yeah, and it looks like you've got like grassy kind of little foregrounds. And even here, this guy here, what I'll do is I'll just go straight over.
And it
Can
looks
you
like
see
he's on
how
like
it's like curling around
like
his
a grassy
feet?
outcrop.
Yeah. So you've got the snowy background, or the if you want to make it look more like a lake or whatever, you can just, depends on how you treat that, and then we'll colour him in separately. And this bit at the bottom, I'm just going to take more of the bolder down here, because this is where I want it stronger, in the bottom of the leaf.
That literally looks like there's a lake in the background.
Yeah. It's crazy, isn't it? This is why everyone was just, I've never seen, since glycerin, there's never been anything that's been as shared on my social pages as Draw the Line, Leanne. That, and now what we'll do
I
is
can't
that we
believe
dry
it.
that.
It's like the Mull of Kintyre.
Yeah.
There's mist rolling in from the sea there, Sheena.
Shall I be the bagpipes?
I'll be Paul McCartney. Oh, my word, that is absolutely fantastic.
Isn't it good? Well, we're going to dry it. We'll colour him in, and then we've got
do you need to dry it just to stop it moving?
Yes, if you want to stop it moving, just dry it, and then that arrests everything. You can go over and put a little bit more blue in the sky if you want, and do a little bit more to it if you need to, but that's where I would stop that bit there, and then we'll colour the sky in. But because we didn't go really dark anywhere there, we can just, the colour that we use on them should cover up what we're gonna, the colour for the stag.
My goodness, I have to just, that is incredible. Lisa Beecham has sent us in, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
Oh, I love that. And
when I saw her face,
now
I'm a believer.
Yeah. Yeah, good one.
So Anne says, there's an old song about the falling leaves drift by my window, but I don't know what the name of it is. Roll your eyes. I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, me neither.
Chantel Jones loves my reaction to drawing the line. That's the first time I've seen that, Sheena.
Is it?
Yes. And I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, pretty simple, but you wouldn't know it until you've seen somebody show you. But then look how incredible it looks.
You think it was so much more difficult to achieve, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Jane Byford, I love these leaves. They've popped in my basket and bought, and I can't wait to try out some of the super talented Sheena ideas.
Fantastic.
Mary Shaw, this makes my day, this next comment. Mary Shaw on YouTube, my grandson said, look, Grandma, she did magic with the water.
Oh, how lush.
Oh, my word, that is fantastic,
That's
Mary.
Lovely.
Deborah says, what about, do you believe in magic? I
Yeah.
sure do, because you two ladies are magical.
Oh.
Isn't that lovely?
Yeah. Thank you.
Crafty Stacey says, this is the first time I've managed to catch Sheena live, and oh my, I'm mesmerised.
Really?
Absolutely stunning. Well, welcome, Crafty Stacey, to a live Sheena Wednesday show.
Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Look at that. So just colouring that stack.
Yeah.
So it seems to get more magical every time I look at it, like it's alive on the page.
Just a little bit of a warmer colour so that he stands out a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. And we might put a little bit of a highlight on his coat as well, a little bit. A little bit on his ears and nose. And we'll give his antlers a bit of a definition. And then we've got the card is almost done for that one.
And can I just ask, was there a lot of water on your brush?
Yes, quite a bit of water. And it has to be the watercolour card, Leanne.
And it has to be the watercolour card?
Yeah.
And did you not take any water off your brush?
Virtually none.
Virtually
Do you want me to
none.
show you on a blank piece of card again? Do you want to see it on a blank bit of card?
Yes, please.
All right, we'll do one. Let me just finish this one off and then we'll do one. I'll show you. So that there is just about, I would say we could call him done, really.
That's phenomenal. That all curled up, it's going to look incredible. I really, really, really love that. And doesn't that show how when you get these leaves home, you can do something pretty stunning and incredible very quickly, and you don't have to use everything that's in the showstopper. I think there's so much versatility in this. I think, I'm going to say it, I think it might be one of the most versatile collections I've seen in a long time.
It is so versatile, it really is. Because, exactly as you say, there's just so much you can do with it. And there's that.
That's my demo of the show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you could vein over it again. Even if you don't highlight them, it would still look nice with the veins in it, I think, Leanne, too. So, yeah, so that's how you would use...
Yes, I think it would as well if you don't highlight them, just subtle in the background.
Yes.
The leaves, the veins.
Yes, absolutely.
I agree.
So that's, again, you see, you could even team them up and you can have them a little bit...
Lovely. A bit laid.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Really lovely.
So, yes.
I just need that leaf in my life. I feel my life will not be complete without that leaf.
All right.
I really feel my life will not be complete without that leaf. I think there's so much we can do with it.
It is really versatile.
Yes.
It's one that you'll use
again and again.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just trim this bit of card up and we'll do a little
Can you
seam.
remember shrink plastic?
Yes. Did I tell you when I was in Holland that time? And Marianne, it was lovely Marianne, yeah?
Yes.
And it was with Crafter's Companion, and we were, there was a lady who would come up to me, and Marianne was talking to her and everything like that. And she said, oh, she was wondering what you'd used on this card, Sheena. And I said, oh, I don't know, what was this? And I heard her in the background, and I said, oh, shrink plastic. And it was like, in the, you know, the language, and crimpy dinky. What? What? I kept that. Crimpy dinky.
Is that shrink plastic in Dutch?
Plastic? In Holland, yeah.
Is it?
It might be a brand name or not, but for me, I want to just believe it's called crimpy dinky. All the things, shrink plastic.
So we need to bring out some shrink plastic and call it crimpy dinky.
Crimpy dinky.
But those leaves in shrink plastic is charm embellishments.
Yeah, that would look
That
stunning.
would look incredible.
Yeah.
If you've got any old shrink plastic, this is what I love about getting a new collection. You find things that you've had in your cupboard for 10 years and haven't used because it's not cool anymore. Something comes out and it makes everything new and fresh again. Doing those leaves on shrink plastic will look phenomenal, won't it?
Looking for me. Ah, there it is. Bear with.
Can I help you?
Another thing you can do, Leanne,
Yeah.
to draw the line further. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Which would be. So basically, get your scoring tool.
Yes.
Okay.
What, just like your pokey tool?
The pokey tool, yeah, your
Yes.
pokey tool. And then draw a little line like that.
Right.
And then just draw some twiggy bits coming up like this. Just
With the
lines.
pokey tool?
With your pokey tool. So you're scoring into the card with the pokey tool. Yeah?
Right.
All right. And then you just keep going like that.
I'm trusting in the process.
Trust to the process, Leanne. Have faith.
Well, I trust you implicitly, Sheena.
Thank you. You didn't trust me that time that I did a stamping show and I inked the wrong side of the stamp.
No, that was a special moment.
That was a special moment, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was with Paint Fusion, and I'd taken it off the thing and showed, oh look, you can just take it off and just ink it, and oh, wrong side. Yeah. Oopsies. Right, so I'm just doing some tall.
And are they just random?
Just random. I'm thinking like piney tree, random lines. You know, hopefully it will all become apparent very soon. So that's that. So let's just do monochrome. Let's just say you've got your essential set because you haven't bought all your aquas yet and you're thinking, I'll start with a set. Mm-hmm. Let's get going with the essentials. So we'll draw a line where I've drawn that line on the card.
So we'll put the details of the aqua marker set on the bottom of the screen for you.
And then I'm going to take, now this is how much water I'm putting on the brush. Right, and I'm just taking the drops off.
Just
and
the
it's
drops.
Loaded with water. And then I'm dragging it across slowly. And what's happening is, where the lines are, it's wicking up and it's making a more authentic tree line. And then I'm taking the excess water off like that. And then we've got the trees, then you reflect them down into the water beneath by just dragging down like that.
I can't believe it, Sheena. Oh
It's
my
so
word, that
pretty.
is fantastic.
It's such a pretty...
That looks like you've spent 3 hours trying to get it to look natural.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's such a good technique, Leanne. It was like, and then I was waiting to do a TV show, and I thought I had an idea for that scoring bit. I was like a kid I was all set up for the show, and I thought, oh, I wonder if I'll just try this. And it worked a treat. So I thought, whoa, that's brilliant, because that gives you even more to play with when you do something like that. And then when you do that, and you dry it.
Hey, it's immediate.
Yeah, it's fab, isn't it? You've got such a quick scene created.
Yes.
Without
and then
having to do much to
stamps in from your set.
Absolutely. So we'll dry it, and then we'll put some little bulrushes or something on there, Leanne.
Yeah.
But that's something else you can do. Make your scene like that, make it bigger, then put your leaf over it and die cut it. You might find that even easier. Just a scene like this, I'm going to show you how to do some grasses and bulrush type things. And then you've got another, and if you do this with a little bit of orange in the top, it's very autumnal. Wow. On the trees. So you can change it for different times of the year. We've been mixing it up. But that there, and then if you use the bullet nib, you can do a little.
And this is why this Aqua Marker bundle, we've got the details for you at the bottom of the screen there. You're getting 3 sets, 36 pens. And that's what Sheena's doing this technique with. And you can see great price today for you, £45 or $65.98. Really, really great price there. And it's literally the Aqua Markers and some water, Sheena, that's it.
That's it. There's just one, it's the black I've used here. That's it. You need the watercolour card and you need the aquas, and that's it. But you can keep trying it. You've all been using different colours and things and just a little bit of like that in the foreground. You could do some little birds or something in the back flying.
And that's it.
You've got a card.
And so you could do that on a bigger piece and put your die on.
Yes,
cut it out.
Exactly.
And then you could emboss it if you liked. Yeah. And you've got
Even
that scene on a leaf.
Draw around your leaf with a pencil.
Yeah.
So you can see what size you're working at. Yeah. Then paint straight across. It's easier doing it like that.
Right.
So outside of the confines of the leaf, then put the die over
the
where
top.
You've drawn around the thing.
Amazing.
Cut it out. And then you've got your own original artwork in your leaf. And then you can put the veins through with your folder. And again, it's original.
Absolutely incredible. Let's just remind ourselves about the showstopper deal that we've got for you today. So we've got a fantastic deal for you on this brand new UK launch of the Falling Leaves collection from Sheena Douglass. We've seen how fantastic and inspirational all of these demonstrations have been so far. So you are getting the entire bundle. You're getting the set of dies, you're getting the embossing folder, you're getting all 4 huge A5, which are almost 6 inches by 8¼ inches, thereabouts, if you're in the US and wondering on the size. So you're getting your A5, 4 sets, huge sets of stamps, your leaf, your folder and your die set. You're getting all of those. Now, if we didn't have them on the bundle price for you, if we didn't have the showstopper deal, you'd be paying £70 or $80 for it. Because we're giving you the showstopper for £15 more only, you're getting all of those things plus your magnetic stamping platform, which you've seen Sheena using a lot, and that's our 8x8, our largest one. And you've got the platform, the magnetic base, the magnets and the spring-loaded top half in there, everything you need. And you're getting a pack of our 15 sheets of watercolour card in there for only £15 more. Now, the stamping platform itself, £24.99 or $34.95. The card itself, £7, $9, I think it is, thereabouts, save a few pennies or cents. So you're saving you're saving a good amount of money for only £15 extra on top of the saving you already had in that bundle. If you were paying full price today, it would be £102.92 or $131.64 if you were paying full price. So you can see the value in your platinum price box there at £68 or $76 for that showstopper, the showstopper including the platform and the card. If you don't want the platform and the card and you just want the bundle on its own, you can get that, go and shop the show. You're paying £70 or $80 for that. And if you want to just get little individuals and pick a couple that you want, if you don't want to buy into either of those collections, you want to cherry pick a couple of your favourites, go and shop the show because they're all available individually for you, of course, as well. The other things that have been popular, our Aqua Marker bundle, which we showed you the details of just a couple of minutes ago. Also, the palette that Sheena's been using and the paint brushes that Sheena's been using. This is a great little bundle for you. I've got the pens I have. Let me grab them. Let me grab them and show you. Oh, now you can see me, now you can't. There we go, it was a little bit of magic. So there we go, we've got the pen sets. And you've got all 3 of those for the price you can see on the screen, which platinum price of $36.78 or $52.78 is great for 36 Aqua Markers. It's just over £1 a pen and they last you forever. And the 3 sets you're getting are primary, nature and floral. So you've got 3 great collections there at 36 markers if you want to do those techniques that Sheena has been showing you. We have got that little palette bundle, of course, as well, with the brushes and the paint palette. That's great. I think this was about £8 or $8 today. Not a lot of pennies. It really is a good value bundle, and Sheena's used this palette and these brushes a lot today. There you can see the details on your screen for you. And so we've got that for $7.16 or $15.05. We're probably going to need to do the vote, are we? So should we have a look at the samples? Have you got another demonstration ready, Sheena?
I have got, no, I think we'll probably, yeah, I haven't got the background and everything to do.
Oh,
so
okay.
We'll show the bits, yeah?
Okay, let's show.
So
why not?
Shall we do the number one?
Yes, number
There's
one.
This one here, which is this.
I like that one. So that's number one.
And then number two, we'll have to do a bundle. So
Okay.
it was a bundle. So you kind of got inspiration. It's technique bundle.
Okay,
So
number
you've got
two.
the
But I
leaf.
think that leaf on its own is enough. Is in its own right.
It is, absolutely.
So the brown leaf is number two.
Yeah, okay, number two. That's it, number two.
And the number
And then
three is the technique.
Number three is the techniques with the
Yes.
with the draw the line.
Okay, so number one was colouring in the lovely cherry blossoms.
Number one.
Number two, the beautiful autumnal leaf.
Autumnal leaf.
Number three, draw the line with the brand new leaf stamps, which I think is absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much. Please get your votes in. Should we have a look at the samples again, Sheena?
Yes,
Let's go through them
fantastic.
because I think it's a nice
Yes.
idea. And some of those on your pack shot are fantastic as
Oh,
well.
they're
I think
stunning.
it's lovely to see some of the different things you can do. And we had a couple of questions about what size cards can you do. So I think seeing them and seeing some of the different formats be really nice, Sheena.
Yeah, these ones are gorgeous. Shall I take these down or can we see them?
Yeah, take them down.
I'll take them down because they are stunning. Let me take these down here. Oh, right, okay. So we've got the spring here, which is the one, the cherry blossom, another one. How gorgeous is that? Stunning. I think this is one of Debbie's cards. And look, there's the greeting on the inside. So you could do all of that with your pens. Absolutely. We've got winter. Beautiful. Look
I
at
love
that.
that.
With the
I love it so much.
black card with the silver gilding wax. Looks
Incredible.
stunning, doesn't it? And then we've got the little squirrel here. Squirrel. Love that. And the black card with the gilding wax, again, is just a gift with that. Because that is such a fast technique as well, but stunning, isn't it, Leanne?
It is.
Fast but effective.
But look at those leaves in the background. That's
Yeah.
like that technique you've just done.
Absolutely.
How lovely it looks fanning them out there with that other one
Yes.
taking centre stage.
Exactly, but that's quick as well. Bit of gilding wax on black card, really quick. And then this one here, this is lovely. I think this one's Lisa's. And then we've got a whole pile of them here. This one that we did was inspiration for this morning's card from Debbie. This is the one. I love that. That background does look superb, doesn't it, with that?
I think that
Military card.
folder on that mirror card
Yeah.
is, I mean, I can't believe it. It looks
Fabulous,
so
isn't it?
It looks really textured. It looks like a piece
Gorgeous,
of metal.
isn't it? Really, really lovely. It does. It's really, really... Certain things, when you pair them together, you don't know till you try it out, and then you go, whoa, that's a winner. Just keep going. So inky backgrounds again. And then the offset. This is that really pretty pastel card from Kay. Isn't that gorgeous? So lighten up all your colours. Even if you're using those stronger colours, all the pens are all too strong for that, but they're not, because all you do is just add water. And that's what you're going to be able to colour in with. And that's the beauty of it. So more water means less ink, which means pens lasting ages. And then we've got a little squirrel.
Oh, I love that. He's so cute.
I like this with the leaves coming off the page as well. Really nice, isn't it? They're
Yes.
awesome, yeah.
Yes.
So we've got that one there. I love this as well. Look at the foil. Look at that. Oh, that mistletoe looks amazing.
It looks
Love
incredible. That, I know it's minor, but that one little bit of mistletoe, that might be one of my favourite small stamps from the whole collection.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
Very.
I know, yeah. And then we've got this one here with a bit of decoupage. This is the epitome of summer card. That's it. Breakfast, picnic on the lawn. Yeah.
You know that one
cream.
you've just put down before there? That sentiment, I don't think we should underestimate how fantastic your sentiments are. Because that looks like a bit like Da Vinci-esque almost like architectural planned out drawing with a line. It looks incredible. Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it?
It's just elegant. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, very elegant. It's a lovely card. I mean, any of these cards, you would be absolutely, you would be more than happy to have, wouldn't you? There's that.
Look, I think mirror card on that folder as a background
it's
is
a winner,
is
isn't
the
it?
law.
It is a winner.
Yeah.
Big score, that one. Lovely. and then using the aperture, to look inside there. So this is this is cut out here.
And all of this is achievable by you at home.
Absolutely.
We've seen it through Wake Up Call and through this launch show, this 2 hours. That leaf card you've just seen, that was the technique you've just done.
Absolutely. That's a similar technique. So just change the colours slightly. You've got a verdigris looking one here.
I love that.
So just change the colours up. Use a thinner card and you'll get even more kind of movement and articulation. It'll look more like delicate, like an actual leaf then. So they're the larger format cards, and then we've got a load of cards which are using the smaller image as well. Leann, would you like to see them?
Yes, please.
Yeah, let me pop these ones down there and pick up the next pile. Bear with. Okay, so now we've got this is so pretty. So a DL size card, and this is just gorgeous. Look at that, elegant. This is the one that Leann.
Imagine what those panels would look like.
Yeah.
If you know when you triple a heating pot with clear powder, where enamel them, so it's like a little enamelled panel.
Yeah.
This is my favourite.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Love it. I love that as well, mind.
Yeah, these are
Is that coloured with pencils?
Sorry?
Is that coloured with pencils?
Yes, pencils on craft card is a winner chicken dinner. Looks absolutely amazing.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
You could use even a bit of ink around the outside if you wanted to blend around, you know, the bits, if larger areas, just the same, but mixed media. You can use a bit of ink and pencils. But pencils on craft card, fabulous. And that white pen to just bring out the accents as well, it'll make that pop. Beautiful. This has got a glitter glue on it, really pretty. Gorgeous. And then this with that lovely, the colours in that garland there.
Nicola loves that one.
Lovely, isn't it? Pretty. So cute.
Off the page. I love a bit of off the page.
Listen, I love off the page stamps. I once had a range of off the page and I thought, oh, hang on, you can actually put the stamp off the page with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this one here, very, very pretty. I love this because I think it just is clean, classy, and it's a quicker card to create.
And that makes me think of wedding invitations.
Oh yeah, lovely. Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got this one here with the leaves around the outside. So,
that's so clever.
Yeah. So hopefully
Isn't
that's
it really
given you.
clever?
There's so much, and if you want to see any of this inspiration, if you join the Inkettes, just purely because the team, that's where they hang out, and if you want to know how to do any of them, they'll tell you. And share what you've done as well, because you have been, and they're superb. They're absolutely amazing.
They're such a helpful bunch, aren't they?
They're massive.
It's a lovely community.
Absolutely.
It's a lovely, friendly, warm, encouraging community. So don't be afraid to join. That's what it's all about. You'll not get any of what you sometimes expect from Facebook groups in there at all.
Not at all.
Just a lovely group of people.
That way.
Absolutely. Now, I've got a few questions. So many of you joining in. Hannah says, is there a difference between the watercolour cards? I've got the one in the showstopper. Will that suffice? Yes, it will, Hannah. Jennifer, I never thought I needed the aqua marker till I saw this technique. Now I'm hooked. I need them all. Oh, and I need to remind you, I've got an important customer service announcement for you. It's a message that says Becky Swan's live is not tonight. It will be tomorrow night instead at 5 p.m. So Becky Swan's live is not tonight, it's tomorrow night at 5 p.m. for anybody wanting to tune in. Karen says, I'm sitting here watching the line with utter awe. Sheena, you are magic. Chantel, question for Sheena. When you want to lighten a part, e.g. the antlers, do you just put plain water on your brush and wet the spot, then quickly dab it off with a towel?
Absolutely, that's it.
That's the answer?
Definitely.
The answer is yes.
These pens are very forgiving. They will lift, they'll fall bleach really well. They really are very user-friendly, trust me.
Pauline Pitts, love the squirrel. Patty Layton, fabulous, Sheena. Ellie, Matt, just absolutely loving it. Stephanie Theodos, loving it, saving it. Lindsay Travarkas, absolutely loving it. So many of you just coming and saying, wow, I've never been so inspired. This collection's fantastic. I'm going to get the showstopper. I'm going to try the techniques that Sheena's sharing. And actually, Sheena, so much appreciation for all the time you've given everybody today and all of the tips and techniques you've given them. We can't thank her enough for sharing all of her wisdom when she's here. And you've still got another 2 hours of Sheena coming up at 6 p.m, I believe. So Ben will be back with Sheena then. I'm off ski for the evening, but Ben will be here, so he'll be experiencing the fantastic Timeless Leaves collection for the first time, and I just know he's absolutely going to love it. Please do help yourself to the Showstopper collection, even because the Showstopper collection is definitely the best value for money for you today. You get your magnetic platform and you get your watercolour card, and you've got all of that fantastic saving in there as well. If you don't want that, shop the show. There is lots of other options available for you. And remember, you've got your free shipping on anything over $50 today, so you're not having to pay to get it home. Thank you, Sheena. It's been a fabulous day. I've really loved spending time with you.
Well, Leanne, thank you, because it's been a blast. We've laughed from morning till now. We've just had a great time. So thank you for letting us do it.
We really have, and I hope you've really enjoyed it too. I'm sure you have. So please help yourself to the Showstopper. Come back with us at 6 p.m. for another 2 hours of Ben and Sheena, and I'll be back and see you soon. Take care.